Hello everyone, welcome to PlanetArt, which is my new YouTube channel. This is my first ever video and it will be how I made this logo. This is like the main logo that I'm going to be using for my YouTube channel. So I hope you like it and let's get started. Okay, so to start making my logo, I first took a picture with a donut on my head. And then I started to play around with some of the brushes because I haven't been on this software for quite a while, but then I began to create like a basic outline and kind of like my starting sketch of what I wanted it to look like in the end. It's not going to look exactly like the photo because I wanted to like put my own little touch on it, but yeah, just to give it a go because I haven't been in it for a while, but just to see how everything turned out. I started with the face, adding hair, eyes, nose and everything, and then once I thought I actually have like the fundamentals of it, of what I want to actually become, I started to create a new layer, and from there I began to look at the circles that I could use to actually make it a bit easier for me. I used a circle for the first layer, like the brown layer underneath, the biggest circle, and then I began to fill that with the brown colour, like the dough that's underneath it. Then after doing that I began to create a new layer for the pink on top, for like the icing that's going to be going on top. Then I feel like we actually had like a pretty good donut going, so I made a middle one. The middle circle will actually be going, but it was just like a foundation for where I wanted the face to go and the proportions of the face and everything like that, so I can match it around it. So I began to draw the face, and although you can't see it because of the phone that's in the way, I tried to create it as accurately as possible with the right skin tone and everything. Now I had a bit of trouble creating like the actual shape because some of the tools were playing up, like this one right here, and because I haven't been on it for a while I had forgotten some of the stuff, like how some of the tools work. But eventually in the end I did manage to get around all of it. I began to try and draw it, but it didn't look good. So I went back to the original tool and it did end up working for me, and it began to create quite a rounded shape. So I proportioned it to where I thought it would fit the best. Now I began to play around with different facial features. I added the nose in, and then with the eyes, I want them to be quite unique, but I wasn't too happy with how the eyes were going. I thought the one on the left looked quite good, but the one on the right I was having a bit of trouble with. So I ended up deleting both of them, and I ended up going with like this Nike tick look. And that seemed to work out quite well after I positioned it. The only problem was that I didn't put them on a new layer, so as I tried to fill the eyes in with the white, it filled the whole page in. So I had to do that again, put them on a new layer and create them again. Then I went on to the hair, and I tried to make it as spiky and as disorganized as possible to try and make it copy the hair in the photo as good as possible. I feel like it came out better than expected. I then filled the hair and put it back on the head and positioned it. Now as you can see, the donut shape and the face is all coming together quite nice, and then I just started to adjust the eyes to where I thought it'd look good. from here we've skipped forward. I've added in the eyes, adjusted the actual eye shape, added in the mouth, and we're just adding on the sprinkles right now and adjusting how they look. Okay guys, this is the final result, and to be honest I'm quite happy with it, considering I haven't been on the software, which I'll talk about in a second, for like about a year and a half maybe. I'm quite pleased with it. The only thing that I maybe would change is the fact that the sprinkles, I probably would have done a few more but made them smaller and dotted them around the place a bit more. I also would like to have done a bit more shading, probably a little bit on the pink and on the actual dough part of the donut, the brown part underneath. On the face, this part here, the straight line, in the photo you can kind of see like it's almost bent, so yeah, I probably would have changed that. But I also added in, which I didn't put into the actual video, but I added in these darker pink lines, because you can see on the photo, I'll get it up. Yeah, so you can see on the donut here, you've got these lines that are coming out. Obviously I haven't like matched them completely, when you got some more over here by the brown part, but I quite like the way it's come out. It's quite cartoony, and yeah, I'm just pleased with the way it's come out. What I actually used to make this piece was the Wacom Intuos drawer. Honestly, I've had this for about, I want to say 3 years, 3 years I think, and it's a really good tablet. It's not much bigger than my hand, but for a cheap tablet, and it was quite a cheap tablet, it does a lot. It's, like I said, not very big, and it comes with its own DVD that you can watch, and you can download stuff and everything like that, its own starter pack. So it's quite a good tablet for the price. I can't remember exactly what the price was, but it wasn't a lot anyway, because I just wanted to get started and just learn how to do it, and that's what I'm using. As for the software, I think is it Key or Key? It's something. It'll be up on the screen somewhere. And yeah, that's free to download. I know it's not the best software. I've used things such as Photoshop and different Adobe softwares, and they, for me, I think they were the better ones to use. But I know for most of them, if not all of them, you have to pay a subscription for them. It's up on the screen somewhere. I can't quite remember the name of it, but it's free, and it's got a lot of tools, a lot of pens and things like that. So I would suggest, if you're just gonna start out, and just give it a go, because for all the software out there that I've looked for, this one does seem to be the best out of all the free ones. You don't have to get to a certain period and start to pay for stuff. It is free, no matter how long you want to use it for. So yeah, that's all for today. Hope you liked the video. If you did, please remember to like and subscribe down below, and comment if you want. I hope you did enjoy it, and yeah, that's about it. So I'll see you later.
is born.